Aries, I never start with these cards, but I know there is a card in here that's exactly for you. In fact, there's two, and that rhymes. Hello Aries, welcome to your February 2026 reading. Forgiveness, baby. Oof, we're dropping the F-bomb. Dropping the F-bomb for Aries. This has been coming up for a few months. And this is your February 2026 reading. I must say that, otherwise even I will forget. Forgiveness. It's so difficult for Aries. Not so much in others, although sometimes that is a thing, but in yourself. Self-compassion. We have talked about this. Self-compassion is, I don't know, it's one of the things that's very difficult, particularly for Aries women. And I don't know why that is. As an Aries woman, and I'm sure I've told you this before, like my best friend, my Aries friend who lives at the bottom of the road, down there, I've seen her work and work and work in a profession where she's facilitating other people and then get laryngitis every single time, every holiday. She's got laryngitis because she couldn't speak up, or she just didn't want to let people know that maybe she needed to not do X, Y, and Z, you know? And Aries is a very, very capable sign. I'm not just blowing smoke up your ass, you just are. It's just the way you're built, okay? While us Pisceans are like fainting away on a chaise longue and eating a bonbon and going, I couldn't possibly go on without another nap. You know, the Aries is up and gone. And I feel like there is something here where you've been contributing to something. It could be a job, it could be your family, it could be very worthy, you know, all of the rest of it. I'm sure it is. But the universe is saying, now it's time for you. Now it's time for you. The other card you get, I've never seen before in this deck. This is the Price of Love deck. You get Exit 143 Cordis Road, Realville. Follow your heart. Okay, let's throw some tarot at it as well. I've been wanting this one for you, so we're going to use it. Follow your heart, forgive yourself, as others would forgive you. Okay, Aries, Aries, Aries. Oh, I like this. Yes. Two of Pentacles, Jupiter in Capricorn, spinning the plates. So, this is always good for an Aries because Aries are ruled by fire, your cardinal. You need your attention to be fixed in some way, to be excited, to be stimulated, okay? And this is where you've got this going on, you've got that going on. And what you need to do is try different things out in a practical way. Okay, it's dynamic and it's creating friction. And it's also tapping into your creativity. Now, this could be a job and a side hustle and a side hustle, a relationship and a job, two ideas, two different ways of doing something. But either way, it's the fact that you're trying things out. You're not just thinking about it too much. You're not just letting your head fry with all the work. You're including your heart, you're including your soul, and you're experimenting, okay? Now we get this farmy guy, Mr. Lumberjack, and he's leaning back on his hoe, and he's thinking, how far have I come in this? How much work have I put into this idea, this job, this person, this thing? And do I want to carry on? Do I want to make more? Do I want to make less? And also, what's the return on my investment? So in terms of being a farmer, what's the return on my labour? So Aries, you've been putting a lot of labour into something. And now it's time to lean back and be, I think, quite calmly logical and say, what has this brought me? What do I bring to the table? But more importantly, what does this bring to my table? Your table is important, okay? We can't have your table empty and you filling other people's tables all the time, because you will get exhausted. Then we get the Six of Pentacles, which I'm very pleased to see. Don't really know why the planet's there, but you know, we'll go with it. This is about giving and receiving. Now, very often people focus with the Six of Pentacles on the giving part, so that, you know, it's like you could win £1 million and all the rest of it. Maybe you will, but what I'm getting for this is learning how to receive. I know. Giving and receiving, two sides of the same coin, actually. And I get the feeling that something or someone is trying to give to you, and for some reason, you can't forgive yourself and take what's on offer. Let me know in the comments section. I'm very interested. Yes. Five of Cups. And that's about feeling the sadness of something, letting go of something. We will do love and relationships in the second half of this reading, so we're going to do them in a minute. Oh, I love that you get that. And then we get the Sun. It's a bit more powerful than just saying it's time to concentrate on yourself. But effectively, that's what I'm saying, okay? That's the long and short of your message in terms of your general life. I get the feeling that the universe wants you to see something. I'm going to take a different deck, okay? And I'm going to tap into that. Like there's something on offer, but you can't see it. Something in my eye. That's weird when you say you can't see it and then I got something in my eye. Can't see for looking, Aries. Oh, that's nice. I'm just taking some, what's this called? I can never remember the bloody name of this thing. Light Seers Tarot. Having a senior moment there. Okay. Yeah. Ten of Pentacles. This is your kind of version of happily ever after. Whatever you're doing at the moment needs to be serving your long-term security goals, okay? Now, I know that as an Aries, you're not the most bothered about long-term security goals, and I am not asking you where you want to see yourself in 5 years' time or any of that kind of stuff. But this is important. So this could be in terms of your career. This could be in terms of where you want to end up, in terms of your house, your home, your security. You are just as important as everybody else. And this looks different for different people. Some people might want to get married and settle down. Some people might want to live a beautiful solo life. Some people might want to live with a menagerie of pets. Whatever it is not prescribed. It's your version of it, but you have every right to it along with everybody else. And I feel like you've been forgetting yourself in this scenario. Strength card. I like this. I know it's traditionally Leo, but I do associate it with the sun, and we do have the sun, so we do have fire. You are always stronger than you know as an Aries. Always. In fact, sometimes you probably wish you weren't, but you are. You are always stronger than you know. And I'm going to grab a pen, Aries, because it's really important for me to write that down. I'm going to write it on the back of a packet because I never have any paper. I know. But it's important. Do you want to have a look at your love life? I think we should. We also have the Queen of Pentacles, one of my favourite queens, and this is the probably favourite version of it. Queen of Pentacles is the Queen of Velvet Waiting. So this is patience. There's something that you're prepared to wait for, okay? And there's something that's prepared to wait for you, and I like that. Let's have a look at your love and relationships as well, because we had Follow Your Heart and we had Forgiveness. And I have a feeling, lovely Aries, and if this is resonating, please do hype the video. You can find the hype button by hitting the like button, ding ding, on your way through. And if you go shum 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 shum, it's there, the hype button. And it just really helps the video. Hello, sweetheart. We've been joined by one of my cats. Hello, Diablo. Hi, sweetheart. Oh my God. Is that what I think it is? Yes, it is. I haven't seen that one for a while. Okay, love life. Chicka chicka. I'm putting my glasses on for this one, Aries. The farmer is back with his hoe in the field, so we like this. Again, taking stock, taking a reckoning. You're, across your general life and your love life, you're, in a sense, doing a bit of an audit. Now, we do have a new moon solar eclipse on the 17th, I think, of February, and we have a full moon lunar eclipse on the 3rd of March. So this kind of stuff is going on. People are taking stock, but you're definitely going to be one of them, okay? What is worth putting effort into? How far have we come along so far in your love life, in a relationship, however it relates to you, okay? And then we get the Tower. No one else has had the Tower in the February readings. You're the only one. I know, I don't think they've had it in the general bit or in the relationships bit. You're like, yes, the OG. We get the Tower. Come on, bring it on. I'm an Aries. Yeah, you are. I'm getting the Aries energy for you. Okay, so no one can deal with this better than you, but shall we have a look what it is? It comes with the least Tower-like card you could possibly imagine. It's like Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is take it very steady, little baby steps, no sudden moves. Okay, being sensible, not the way you normally are when it comes to love and relationships. There's a potential here for some robust, heated debate. This could be with anybody from, you know, your squeeze to your boss to anyone you could have a relationship with. Just bear that in mind, okay? Diablo, what do you want to do? Oh, I like this. And I like that. This is weird because you're getting all the same cards that you've had in the general reading, so I'm using a different deck. I want that one. Okay. Page of Pentacles. Very, very sensitive, and I like this for you. You're going to be very sensitive to what is real in relationships. Page of Pentacles is a card when, I call it biting the coin. You want to know if something is genuine, and unless it's genuine, this very much relates to this. Unless it's genuine, you're not interested in putting the time in, okay? Also, with that forgiveness card, if someone else isn't genuine, I don't think you can forgive it. And I'm not sure if you should, okay? Next to it, you again get the Two of Pentacles, which you had before. When it comes to relationships, it's worth trying different things, okay? So if you're single and you're looking, try different ways of finding somebody. If you're in a relationship and you're struggling, try different ways of solving it. If you're looking for a certain type of person, change that up. Okay, this is all about change and experimentation, but nothing fast. This is nothing quick. Okay, we've got the Tower, but we've got the Page of Pentacles. The Tower itself is a reality check. Okay, I'm going to write that down. Reality check. Yeah, but it's much needed. I think this is the case for every sign as well, from having this eclipse in February. Things that are not real will not survive. Also, Neptune, I think, has entered your sign recently. So you're going to want to realize your dreams, okay, in an Aries fashion, but taking that dreamlike state and turning it into action, unlike us Pisceans, who are still on the chaise longue scoffing the bonbons, the Ferrero Rocher. Okay, so be open to movement, testing, to experiment. Then you get the Five of Cups. Again, there is something that you need to grieve, that you need to let go of. Even if it's that you thought somebody was the real thing, but actually now you realise that they're not the real thing, that's something to grieve and to let go of. For some of you, there's still some grieving or work to be done about letting go of an ex, and that doesn't mean you still want them. Don't come at me in the comments. I know what Aries are like about exes. You don't really look back. I know that. Doesn't mean a particular person, but something that happened or a pattern that you don't want to come back. Again, you've got the Nine of Wands. This means your boundaries are very healthy at the moment. That doesn't surprise me. Aries, I would say, has the best boundaries of the whole zodiac. It's your gift. It's your superpower, okay? I'm going to write that down too. Okay, it's your superpower. Then we get the Three of Cups, which is connection. I love this. There's an opportunity to make new connections. There's an opportunity to make the connection that you have stronger. Also, putting it to the test of reality makes it stronger. You may be having, because of the Tower, sudden events or conversations, where you really put this love or this relationship to the test and you find out. Also, and you may not want to, but you find out the truth, okay? Because look, we get the Death card with the Seven of Swords. Death card is all or nothing. Seven of Swords, we know this, it's like the foxy, sneaky, beaky card. It can be a card of secrets, okay? You find out, and I would say this was around the beginning of March because that's the full moon, which is more of revelation. A real enlightening fact about love and relationships, which is something you needed to know and something that maybe you shook out while you were doing this, while you were thinking, while you were experimenting, while you were trying this, trying that, while you were maybe having robust discussions. For some of you, it may just come out of nowhere, out of left field. You find out what you need to know, but you're very much the stronger for it. Then you forgive, you don't forgive. We don't know yet, okay? As Aries, forgiving yourself is always the most difficult thing. This is about deciding whether to forgive somebody else, whether to forgive the past, whether to forgive yourself. It throws up all kinds of questions for you. It doesn't necessarily answer them in February, okay? February very much kind of opens the door. I feel like March, and of course you're into your birthday season then as well on the 20th-ish, March kind of deals with the aftermath. I'm going to do your extended love reading now, and I do you and me side by side. So I do you and the other person's energy. This can be your ex, it can be your future person, it can be your now person. We do a deck for you, a deck for them, and then I do a bridge down the middle, which is what is pulling you together, and some shadow cards for what may be keeping you apart. Okay, if you want to join me for that, it's the first link in the description box, and I'm going to go and do that right now. Woohoo! It's not going to be boring for you in February, but that's good, Aries. You don't like it when it's boring, okay? Leave me a comment and I will see you on the other side. Namaste.